guys, I'm Emily and my topic is action and linking verbs. So action verbs, as the name implies, they express an action, while linking verbs do not express an action, but rather they link the subject of the sentence to the rest of the sentence. And sometimes the rest of the sentence is referred to as the subject complement. So the linking verb basically just links those two parts of the sentence together. Here are a couple examples of what that can look like in a sentence. If I were to say, the boy ran the race, ran being the verb would be an action verb because it expresses an action. The boy ran. But if I was to say, the boy is tall, is being the verb would be a linking verb because it's linking the subject boy to the adjective tall. So here are a couple notes on that. First of all, some verbs are always going to be linking verbs. Those are going to be your to be verbs, which are am, is, are, be, being, been, was, and were. So if you see those in a sentence, you know that they are always going to be linking verbs. But there are some other verbs that you might see that can act as both an action verb and a linking verb. So here's an example of that instance. If I were to say, the girl smelled the apple pie. Smelled is your verb, and in this sentence, it's an action verb because the girl is literally smelling the pie. But if I were to say, the apple pie smelled delicious, in this case, smelled is going to be a linking verb because the pie is not literally smelling. It's just linking the idea of the pie to the adjective delicious. And also, here's a couple ways if you're having trouble kind of distinguishing between those things. Here's a couple of things that you can do that might help you to distinguish between the action and linking verbs. First is you can substitute the verb with am, is, or are to see if it's a linking verb. So using that example we said earlier, you could say the apple pie smelled delicious. So take the verb smelled, put is, the apple pie is delicious, and the sentence still makes sense. So smelled in that instance was a linking verb. Another way you can do this is by replacing the verb with an equal sign. So if you say the apple pie equals delicious, the sentence still makes sense. But if you were to use the action verb example and you said the girl, instead of the girl smelled the apple pie, you said the girl equals the apple pie, the sentence doesn't make sense, so you know that that is not a linking verb, and that makes it an action verb. So